downhill trail that we've been following. Here's the river that's flowing into the Kennebec, and you can see the Kennebec there, and we'll get more of that as we go down the trail to the actual crossing. Here comes one step. Bigelow's Avery Peak, 26.7 behind us. And this is a sign warning of the crossings. Hazardous crossing, water may rise 2 to 4 feet without warning. Bottom rocks are very slippery. Please use ferry. And we're looking for the canoe, and it's parked on the other side of the river. So here's the Kennebec. Here's the canoe over there. And this appears to be where we wait. Right here. Over there. Okay. See it over there? That looks like that's a sign-up sheet, so we'll go find that.
I heard it.
It warned you.
Don't you do it! Don't you move.
That's a nice canoe, it warned you.
Hey, what's your name?
Rob.
Rob, can I put you on YouTube?
Of course you can.
Alright, here's Rob. He's taking us across the river. Bailing us out. Came right away. We appreciate you helping us out.
Absolutely. I'd rather do this than see another single soul
be
lost.
I think you'd be foolish trying to get across that.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
Alright, well thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Where you guys from anyway? I didn't even notice on those forms.
I'm from Alabama.
Wow, that's a long walk to home.
Yes, sir.
How about you, passenger?
I'm living in North Stafford, Virginia, but I'm a South Shore of Boston.
Oh, I kind of picked up a little bit on the
just a tad
combined accent. A little bit of Boston, Boston, as they say.
Yeah, they've never gone away.
You feel free, just paddle gently. You don't need to paddle hard. So let me run some things by you. To the right is Wyman Lake. That's a 14-mile long lake created by damming the Kennebec River. You only see about a mile of it. It wraps around both those mountains and a couple of more that you can't see. To the left, of course, is the Kennebec River coming right straight at us. The reason why the ferry service is here, obviously, is the fluctuating water level, but more importantly, that entire river dives under the lake right here at the crossing. So about 3 feet below the surface is the entire Kennebec River and all of its fury. Creates a very strong undercurrent that you can't see on top. So when a porter looks at it, they say, oh, it's flat, I can swim. They don't realize when they get out here that they're going to get grabbed by that current. Good, stiff north wind. It's been increasing all day.
When do you shut this operation down because of weather or wind, Bob?
The only time I have ever shut it down is for lightning.
Okay.
I've done it in 30, 35 mile an hour winds.
Wow.
If they're willing to still go, I'll put them on all fours right at the bottom of the canoe if they still want to go. Not a problem with me.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't shut down. I'll do it in snow, driving rain, high wind.
Yeah, I guess this wouldn't be much fun in the wind and the rain, but still get you across in one piece.
That's right. That's right. Well, if I was afraid of weather, I certainly wouldn't have this job.
That's it. Comes one step.
So far, it's worked. All right, you're up next. You got all three of you.
Oh, all three of us?
Yes, yes. I hereby grant you safe passage of Maine.
Awesome, thank
All
you.
right.
All right, bud, you're up.
Okay.
I hereby grant you safe passage of Maine.
All right. Thanks again.
Good
Thanks,
job.
Rob.
King of the North.
Here's a privy right by the Kennebec River. It's supposed to be the best in all of Maine. And we're going into Caratunk. There's the welcome to Caratunk sign right there. And then there's the Maine Forest Service building with Smokey the Bear on it. And we're going to the Caratunk house that has some food. And then we'll catch a, get a ride into the Sterling Inn, which is about 1.25 miles away. One Step is going to trace the rest of the trail for us. We started in Caratunk and big green blob is Baxter. So that's it. That's awesome. At the Sterling Inn, and this is Eric, the proprietor, and I'd ask him just maybe if he could introduce himself and just talk a little bit about the inn itself.
Hi, I'm Eric. The inn was originally constructed in 1816 as a carriage stop on the road from Quebec to Boston, and it has been continuously an inn. It's been renovated several times, most recently over the last few years. In addition to Appalachian Trail hikers, we cater to outdoor recreation enthusiasts of various types, whitewater rafting, hunters, fishermen, and other tourists on their way still to and from Quebec.
Awesome. We had a great breakfast as well today, because this not only being kind of a hostel-ish type place, it's actually a B&B, the Sterling Inn B&B. And we were all impressed with the number of private rooms, and maybe even more importantly, the number of bathrooms that you have here. So I haven't counted them, but there's probably 6 or 7 of them.
There are 6.
Yeah, very good. And the other thing that Eric has here is he's mailing a couple packages for us today, and he also has an awesome hiker resupply, competitive prices and all that. So we're pretty impressed with that.
Thank you.
But anyway, thanks very much for hosting us. I know you're going to have One Step for an extra night before, and we'll all catch up in Monson, but it's been a pleasure. But here's his resupply. He's got the usual stuff here. He's got block cheese, which is a kind of a hiker favorite, chips and all that. But here's some stuff in his, he's got some medical stuff that people are looking for. And you know, the usual Advil, Motrin type stuff, Tylenol, and all that, and then various other sundry stuff that is pretty good. Wet wipes and toothpaste and all that. Just a reminder, I think I need a little bit of toothpaste. But lots of good stuff. I think this is probably for the pups down below. But here's your candies, various candy bars and all that. And he talked about, not only does he have the hiker favorite of Snickers, but he has other stuff as well. Cliff bars, the various bars that everybody is looking for. And here's the jerky department, smoked sausage, sausage sticks, beef sticks and all that. And then he's got looks like he's out of some of this stuff, but even Spam, which has been hard to find. These are chicken packets that are actually the Great Value Walmart brand. Those are good stuff, and the size is right, and the price is okay. $2. It's usually like $1.20 or something. And then all kinds of tuna, and then the chicken stuff, some other stuff, peanut butter, top ramen. This is all hiker stuff that everybody enjoys. The north sides. Tortillas for those that like that, the instant potatoes, you know, stuff to put in your water. And he's got a pretty good supply and competitive prices of these Mountain House meals. In fact, my favorite is this Mountain House beef stroganoff. $9. You can't beat that price, but he has a great supply of that. And I actually bought one of those Mountain House. I haven't bought one out here yet, but all kinds of stuff. Pulled pork. This is the stuff that actually Nicole sent me quite a while ago, and this is made from a place right up in Kennebunk, Maine, I think, Kittery, Maine. I'm sorry, and that's some good stuff. Jack had a bunch of that, the breakfast versions, and he shared some of these apple cider are good with a little bourbon or just on their own. His coffee singles, a lot of stuff, hot chocolate, instant breakfast, Pop-Tarts, all this stuff that hikers are pretty happy about. Sleeves of crackers, which are quite nice, and then more bars and trail mix and the usual stuff. So he's got a great supply here, so this is very well done. He'll drop us at the trailhead. This is the B&B itself, whole bunch of rooms, and I'll show you some of those. This is like the common area up top. That's where the TV is, and a bunch of DVDs. Him and his son, Zachary, run this place, and boy, they have a big operation, and it's very well done. And there's a sign for the Sterling Inn B&B right there, and that's that right there. So now there's the outside shot of this place. I'd highly recommend this place. We stayed in a bunkhouse. He kind of dedicates one part of the upstairs for AT hikers, and then the rest of it are individual rooms, and they all have names. In the good weather, and a bunch of places to hang out here. I'm going to show you this breakfast room that we're at today. It's quite nice. It's large. He had all kinds of stuff. Lots of dry cereals here. He had boiled eggs for us, yogurt, English muffins, bread, everything. But very nice inside. Dining room. Got a bunch of games over there in the corner and lots of stuff. Some of the hiker completion photos from Katahdin. And this is a pretty interesting article that talked about Eric taking over this place and running it with his son, what it looked like a couple years back. So this is the passageway that goes down to the sort of the common room. Ooh, there's a tape job going on right there. Look at that. That's KT Tape Special. Jack's getting all taped up. Tables, chairs, a refrigerator over here. And there's big TV. Somerset, that's a big room. Kennebec, named for the river that's close by here. Got a couple of beds. This is Sugarloaf. Another full bath. This just has a tub. There's Avery. And there's Bigelow. And this is a bunk room. You can fit 6 smelly hikers in here. This is where we're at. Came across a couple ladies right here. Hello. And I'd ask them to introduce themselves to us.
I'm Jaywalk. My real name's Leslie. I'm from Gainesville, Florida.
And I'm Bills. I go by Emma in the real world, and also from Gainesville. I joined her late. I graduated from school and took my board exam, so I started in New York. So I haven't done nearly as many miles as everyone else, but I've got my thru hiker tag, and I'm going to finish it out in the spring.
Good for you.
And I started April 12th from Springer. We went straight up to Vermont. She joined in New York, and then we kept going to Vermont, and then flipped up to Maine. Took a couple weeks off trail and flipped up to Maine, and now we're heading south. So
all right.
We've got 400 and something miles to go.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Looking forward to what's ahead.
You guys were friends before you came out to the trail.
Yeah. We actually met in Vermont.
Oh,
so
okay.
We're gonna end up there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
27.
And I'm 25.
Wow, very cool. What brought you out here to do this AT?
I feel like I never have a good answer to that question.
I just always heard about it and wanted to challenge myself in a different way. I just finished my doctorate program and
Wow.
Yeah, that was one of the first conversations we ever had with each other was about hiking the AT. So it's kind of always been.
So you're not ABD or anything. You're all done. You're
done.
a doctor.
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I wish you all the best. So 430 miles left or
We're
so.
looking forward to pulled pork sandwiches.
Yeah, there you go, right up the road.
Milkshakes.
Regardless of that misinformation I gave you earlier.
And best of luck to you.
Thank
too.
you. All the best on your hike.
Thank
Okay,
you.
another no-bow guy going in the woods, and we've been chit-chatting with him for a little while, and he has an ATC shirt on, so I'd like him to introduce himself to us.
Well, I'm Grandpa. I was the ridge runner down in Pennsylvania. When my season ended, I thought it'd be a fun trip to come up here to Maine and no-bow from Gorham up to Katahdin. Just coming up and running with the no-bows and doing about a 300-mile stretch roughly, and having a good time. And you know, as the ridge runner, I'm still always, once you're deputized a ridge runner, you're kind of always in the mindset. So I'm still out giving words of wisdom and helping out the trail the best we can, preserve it. And I appreciate all the throughs that I've run into back in PA. It's good to see some familiar faces again.
Yeah.
So,
How old are you, Grandpa?
31.
31. What do you do in the real world when you're not ridge running and hiking in Maine?
I have a business degree, and sometimes I use that.
All right, good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much for joining. Thanks for all you do for everybody hiking the trail. You know, particularly helping out with Leave No Trace and taking care of the trail, because this has been a super opportunity, even for an old fart like myself. So, all the best in the rest of Maine. We're trying to get on the trail, but we've been talking to everybody, and we found a father and a son team out here, and so we've been chit-chatting with them. So I'd like them to introduce themselves, trail names, real names only if you want. Where you from?
Well, I'm the producer, Mr. Producer actually, and I'm from Rhode Island.
Okay.
And this is my son Theo.
Theo.
And we're looking for a trail name for him.
Yeah,
so
you're gonna find one.
few.
Yeah.
The Appalachian Prince was one we thought of
Wow,
this morning.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Because
Pretty dignified.
He wakes up hard, but he's
Yeah.
a great hiker.
Yeah.
So I cook his breakfast. And
Yeah. Very nice.
And then Jack just mentioned maybe sport model, so we'll see.
Yeah.
He's pretty
Very cool.
He's sharp.
Theo doesn't even look like this is bothering him at all. He's not getting worn out at all.
That
So.
kid is good, man.
And you guys are doing a section now, right?
Where are we going from and to?
We started some road. What was it?
Bald Mountain Stream Road,
Yeah.
just south of Monson, about 14 miles, and we're going to Route 27 and 16 at Stratton,
Very cool.
over Bigelow Mountain.
Yeah, very nice. You're gonna love the Bigelows.
Mm.
There's some hiking there and climbing, but you'll enjoy it. It's great. So, producer, you told us a little bit about the genesis of that trail name.
Well, I got that on the long trail last year. I met Moxie and Maps, two ladies, and told them I had 10 children.
10 kids, wow.
I said, Greg, that's the only thing I could think of. Is the producer. So
Producer.
It stuck.
That's
so.
great. It's great. So after your
Lovely
section,
family I have at home.
yeah, I bet you do. And you told us the age span. He's the youngest.
Theo's the youngest, he's 13,
Wow,
and my oldest is 32.
wow, what a crew. And how old's Dad?
56.
56. Wow, good for you.
Mm.
So what are you guys doing after the trail?
I don't know. We got more planned next
Yeah.
year. This is our last for this
Yeah.
year, but we're
Good
going
for
to eat
you.
some good food and head
Yeah.
back to Rhode Island.
Well, good for you, man. I tell you, it's great to see a father and son. I've seen a whole bunch of fathers and sons, some fathers, daughters, a couple of moms and daughters out in the trail since I've been out, and it's a wonderful bonding experience. So Theo's looking like he's having a good time, and Dad's taking good care of him. So
Oh, we love it.
yeah,
love it.
all right, awesome. Well, thank you very much, and go Patriots, of course, right?
I'm what they call LT. Dave Godoria is my actual name, and I'm with a group of 4 of us who are doing the trail. We do sections. We just love to hike. We love being out in the woods. We love to stay fit. I'm pushing over 70, but
Wow.
it's what keeps me going.
Yeah.
And this is my friend Jeff.
My name is Jeff, trail name Diesel, Jeff Pearson. I know Dave and Greg through a church that we go to. Originally from Pennsylvania, born in Trenton, New Jersey, and out here enjoying the hike with Dave and Greg and
Theo, and just trying to stay healthy and enjoy God's creation.
Yeah,
and
good for you, man. This is it, huh?
Thanks for all your hard work on the back.
There you go. And we all live in Rhode Island, by the way, so
Yep,
we can drive
yep.
up and do the thing, go back.
In LT, you're 72, I believe, right? I heard that. Wow, it's unbelievable. This trail's keeping you young. How old are you, Diesel?
61.
61, holy moly. I'll tell you what. Maybe you're doing that Benjamin Button thing. You're getting younger as you hike, huh?
How old are you?
I'm 64. Turned 64 on the trail
There's
this
a guy
year.
ahead of you, he's 73.
Wow.
Doing the whole thing.
Incredible. Yeah. Hey, thank you very much for joining us, and we wish you all the best on the rest of your section.
Thank you.
All right. So we stayed last night in the Sterling Inn. Very nice. They shuttled us out to a brewery last night. We got some food. Shuttled us to a place to get some spirits that both Jack and I have packed out in plastic bottles, of course. But anyway, we had a good night. Me and Jack today. One Step decided to do 0 today. She's had some medications she's been taking, and she needs another day, and so she's going to catch us. We've got, I think, just shy of 37 miles to go to Monson, Maine, which is, I guess, last point of resupplying all that before we head off into the 100-mile wilderness. I had a phone issue with my phone being full, and it was driving me bonkers because I spent last night and this morning trying to unscrew it, deleting photos and videos and stuff like that. But sure enough, my lovely wife, Panic, came to the rescue. She's still overseas right now in Lithuania, but she gave me some advice, and you know, I hate to say it, but it was kind of simple as just sign out from the iCloud and then re-sign in, which I couldn't have done if I wasn't on Wi-Fi and able to communicate with her, because I needed a code once I signed out. But anyway, I was like, my phone's a 64 gig, and I was like 63.5, so nothing was working properly. And my lovely wifey, Panic, trail name, walked me through, and now I got like 31 gig left. Nugging our way to Monson and 100-mile wilderness, and then we'll come out of that, and Katahdin will be staring us in the face, and we're going to see Katahdin sometime soon, so I'll make sure I get that on video as well. I bumped into this pair here earlier today, and bada boom, they're on top of Pleasant Pond Mountain, so I'd ask them to introduce themselves.
Go ahead.
Okay, my name's Good News. I'm from Madison, Wisconsin. And what brought me on the trail is back in high school we took a field trip for about a week out to the Smokies, so it was sort of implanted in my brain, and I just enjoy being outside and camping and fishing and hiking and that type of thing, so decided to give the thru hike a go.
And when did you leave Amicalola, Springer?
March 25th.
Right. Okay.
And I'm Burrito. I'm from Denver, Colorado.
Wow.
I started March 26th. And the reason that I'm out here is when I was doing my master's program, during my spring break, I did about 100 miles of the Pacific Crest Trail, and I knew that I was going to come out and do a thru hike.
Awesome.
Someday.
Awesome. So what's after the trail?
Back
to the real world, or back to the real world? Yeah.
Yep.
All right. What did you do in the real world? Good news.
I worked in contract pharmaceutical research.
All right.
So.
How about you?
And I was working on a public health grant for the University of Colorado.
Yeah.
We were working to integrate behavioral health into all of the primary care clinics across the state.
All right. Very good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us on the hike. I'm glad I captured you. I was gonna snag you down below, and then I said, they're off to the races. But you guys took a lunch break, so we got ahead of you, which is great. Pretty windy and getting brisk. Heading down in this direction. I think our next peak might be right over there.